I'm back again, and today I thought I'd talk a little bit about what I eat. I've just had a big delivery from my local shop, and the first question I get asked when everyone finds out I'm vegan is, what do you eat? I've even been asked if I eat grass before now, so I thought I'd just run through a few things that I'll be making this next week or two for dinners, breakfast, etc., and might give you some ideas or whatever, and some inspiration. So what I've got in my box down here is I have got peppers. I've got some nice big yellow peppers, I've got about 4 of these, and I've got some little red peppers as well. So still dodgy camera skills here, but there we are, some peppers. And these I'll be using in salads, obviously, and I tend to have a lot of things like salad wraps or salad rolls for lunch. And I've got lettuce and tomatoes and cucumbers in my fridge, so I keep up there in the fridge, and then I've got peppers as well to put in it, and I also use avocado. If I have a wrap or a roll, I don't use spread or anything like that in there. I tend to just put the salad in with avocado to give it that sort of creamy feel. And I also add in there, I also put onions. I love onions, terrible. So I'll have onions with my salad, and I also put lemon juice on there as well. So I'll have sort of lettuce, tomato, cucumber, peppers, avocado on the top, and some lemon juice, and that's what I have quite a few times for lunch in either a wrap or a roll. So that's some of the things I do. The other thing I like doing with peppers and onions is, at the moment I'm not raw. Last year through the summer I was very high raw, about 98% raw, because it was so easy to do that, and that's what I wanted to eat because there was so much food around. Now there isn't so much, so I am cooking now things, and one of my favourite dishes, again it's what I put in a wrap, is to slice peppers and onions. Yeah, where's the camera? In there, and add a tin of sweet corn in there and just sort of dry fry it to warm it through and soften the onions and the peppers, and then I put that in a wrap with a bit of salsa sauce. I don't make my own salsa at the moment, but I'm hoping to have a go in the summer because I usually have a good greenhouse full of tomatoes, so I'm going to try this year and make my own salsa. But I just put a bit of salsa sauce in there and wrap it up, and that is quite a good sort of meal for tea and stuff like that. So that's another thing I do. Alright, also in here I have sweet potatoes and carrots, and I have a bit of a thing going for sweet potato soup. I haven't got a direct recipe, I just bung in a few sweet potatoes, a few carrots, some onions, usually a vegetable stock cube and a normal potato to help thicken it, and sort of simmer it till it's soft, and then blend it till it's smooth, and it usually tastes pretty good. So I do that as well. It's sweet potato soup. That's quite a good favourite. My husband likes that, and one of my kids as well. So we usually have that, and I usually make a big pot full and lasts a couple of days. So I've got sweet potatoes in here to do that. I've also, with my carrots, I've got sprouts. Must be one of the few people on the planet who loves sprouts. I've never understood where the issue came from. When I was a kid, we just ate sprouts. But anyway, I had a load for tea last night. I love doing like carrots, onions, sprouts, broccoli, peas, things like that, and just sort of having a plate of vegetables with a bit of gravy on the top now in the winter. And I do that. Sunday lunch is usually a good time to do that when everyone else is sort of having more of a traditional Sunday lunch, and I'll have sort of similar with this, all the vegetables and a bit of gravy on there at the moment. I'm hoping to try and mix more of my own sauces because I seem to buy in a lot of sauces and there's all additives and stuff in there. But at the moment, because I'm still learning, I'm bunging a bit of gravy on it and off to go. And I try and sort of put less and less gravy on it to have more and more veg. So that's another thing I like doing. I've also got in here lots of these sasumas. These appear in the shops for us in the winter time here. And they come with clementines, sasumas, mandarins. Sort of varieties come in, and so I'm enjoying those at the moment. So I've got quite a big stack of sasumas in here, and I've also got some red apples in here as well. My husband quite likes these in his lunchbox, so we get through quite a lot of apples because they're easy to put in. I also ordered, in my order I had grapes. Everybody loves grapes in my household. I got green ones and I have got red ones, and I had 10 cartons of these. They'll last hopefully about 10 days, because all the children have them in their lunch boxes. My husband has them in his lunch box. I nibble on them as well and put them with fruit to make fruit salads. So we get through quite a lot of grapes in our house at the moment. The grapes are a bit hit and miss about whether they're sweet or sour, but if they are a little bit sour, you just mix them in with some other fruits and they taste great, and they still seem to get eaten, so we get through loads and loads of grapes in our house. And one of the other things I have got is a massive box of bananas, good old bananas. Now these ones, of course, whenever they come to me, they're all a bit green and they're not quite ripe, so I have to put them in a warm place and wait for them. Here's some I prepared earlier, so they go spotty. And what I tend to do is, because they all seem to go spotty at the same time and I don't want them to go bad, and because obviously it costs a lot of money, you want to keep things, so I freeze loads and loads of these bananas once they've gone spotty, and in bags, in sort of about 6 or 7 banana portions, and I'll top them up and put them in freezer bags in my freezer, and I use them for my frozen smoothies and frozen banana ice cream and things like that, and they're really good. So they sort of last longer. And then we have obviously some we don't freeze to eat just as bananas or in fruit salads, or to blend into smoothies that we don't want frozen. But as I say, I've now got this box full of greenish bananas which I've put in a warm place to try and turn brown, and a box of bananas usually lasts us about a fortnight because we eat so many. There we are, quite a bit of a banana fan down here. So that's one of the other things I have. And then last but not least, from my food order this week, I have good old lentil chips. This is my vice, this is. I love these. They are vegan on here. There's a tip. They're supposed to be less fat than regular potato chips, it says on here, but it's probably still more fat than you need, but every now and again it's quite nice. My husband likes them in his lunch box because he's sort of on the go, and the children have snacks like this because when they're at school rushing around, it's sort of clean and easy and quick to eat. And I tend to have them when I'm on the road, if I do some of my long haul trips and I'm sat there sort of rushing, and I do take smoothies and I do take fruit and I do take sandwiches, whatever, but sometimes it's quite nice to have these and you're sat in the car in the dark, in the cold, thinking, oh, just fancy a packet of these. And so at the moment I am trying to cut down and not eat quite so many, because this is my vice, I think, and my shortcomings. So I'm going to cut down on them a little bit this year, but they are quite nice to have now and again. And they are quite nice to have with soup. So sweet potato soup and a packet of lentil chips goes down very well. So that's basically what I've got planned for the next few days or so in my box here, along with, obviously, I have a sack of potatoes, and we do jacket potatoes and things like that as well. We are a very mixed family. We all eat different things. Some of us are vegan, some are vegetarian, some are not, and so, you know, I have to try and cater for lots of different people. But that's mainly what I'll be eating now this next week or so, along with my smoothies and things. So I hope that was useful. If it was, thumbs up, like and subscribe. And don't forget, keep eating your spotty bananas.